There's a reason why I keep my player pool nice and tight like a virgin. The reason I do that is because there's a shit ton of players that are unreliable in the NBA, in this current state of the NBA, and it absolutely transfers to the DFS side of things. If you can't depend on your player to show up for a game, why would you play him in your DFS contest? I've been off of Capella for months. 2 points, 2 assists, 6 rebounds, 1 block. Alright, Capella. Steve Kerr played Kuminga 19 minutes. Evan Fournier, 11 points. Kuminga, that's not his fault. He does what he's told. That's on Steve Kerr. Draymond, you know Draymond wasn't going to do anything without Steph being on the court. If Steph is not on the court, Draymond is an absolute zero. If you ever play Draymond Green in a game where Steph Curry does not start, you should absolutely close your laptop and toss it into the street. Mo Bamba, 21 fantasy points. Klay Thompson. You're on the floor without Steph against Orlando, and all you can do is muster up 15 points. He's washed. I'm not mad at him. He's washed. The injuries and his age, he's washed. He's never going to be the same Klay again. If you're sitting there waiting for the same Klay, you'll be waiting for a little while. We're going to get into the show. I just want to see one thing real quick. I just want to check Capella's minutes, because it couldn't be that bad. He had to get hurt. No way he played he played 28 minutes. 28 minutes, 2 points. Alright. I'm done with that. So when you hear me say my player pool is tight, it's for a reason. I play people that I know I can trust. On a 4-game slate, you're going to have to venture out your comfort zone. You're going to have to play people you don't usually play. I ended up playing too much Evan Fournier. He was another disaster. But you know what? I didn't have him on everything, and I had Klay in a few lineups, but there's some lineups catching right now. Barrett is going off. We still got Jokic to get going, so should be a successful night, but hey, you never know. But whenever you hear tight player pool, this is why. Players can't be trusted. Capella, 6'10", 250 pounds, 2 points in the whole game. Get out of here, bro. Alright, listen. Welcome to the DFS experience for Wednesday, March 23rd. We got an 11-game slobber knocker. So, let's just get going. We're going to start with Luka Magic. Luka. Luka's out. So, that's good. Trae Young. I know he's lighting up New York right now. He's in play, 10-4. Murray's in play, 10-3 against Portland. You know, that should be a smash spot, but you never know with this NBA. So we got Brooklyn at Memphis. That means that Kyrie's able to play. Listen, Kyrie could go and drop 70. Like, that doesn't help their standings. Like, I know he's trying to overcompensate for the team being shit right now, but he could go and drop 90. They're still going to be where they are in the standings. So they're 8th right now. They're 8th in the play-in game. So they absolutely need to beat Memphis. Memphis is a good game. If he starts going off, John Morant's going to start going off. I promise you that. But Morant's out. Look at this. Morant's out. So we're going to do... Okay. So they have a chance to win that game. So regardless of the standings, Kyrie's in play at 10-2. But make a rule. Set yourself a rule. You can't play Kyrie and Durant together because they both can't go off to pay off their price. Harden 9-9 against the Lakers. Prefer him to be without Embiid. I prefer Embiid in the spot. Right now, I'm not sure if Giannis is going back into the game. He only has 23 points. And that that has something to do with him and Embiid they were second in scoring behind LeBron. So I'm looking to see which one of the two are going to try to keep up with LeBron as far as for the scoring title. Because that means everything in fantasy. Because if Embiid's going for a scoring title, you're looking at points plus rebounds plus blocks and steals and all that other stuff. Obviously, Giannis is not because he only has 23 at the moment. Let's double check. Last I checked, he was still on the bench. Yeah, he hasn't come back into the game. Well, yeah, 25 points. He has 25 now. So I guess he went back in the game for a little stint. So Giannis is gonna end this slate with 25 real life points. That means that his percentage should drop. That should leave Embiid in second place. And then if Embiid chooses to chase Braun for number 1, that's gonna mean a lot. That means you got to play Embiid. So, and if Embiid does not play, his scoring average does not move. So all of this stuff is important. It's a factor that had me lock in Braun for the last month, and it's a factor that's going to go into whether we play Embiid or not. So, I'm just leaving it out there. So, make another rule. If Harden and Embiid plays, you can play either one. I favor Embiid because of what I just told you. If Embiid doesn't play, you can play Harden. And probably bring it back with LeBron. 11 games, you should be able to get some type of value. SGA 97 against Orlando in OKC. Fine price. Booker's fine. Halliburton 92. Playing his old team. If he plays, he's in play. LaMelo against the Knicks. 89, he's fine. Fox, 89, he's fine. Westbrook's been playing better. I'm still not paying 88 for him. I'll pass. Rozier is in play. Barrett is showing you he's the real leader of the Knicks tonight. Even though their team lost. 30, 13, and 3. 41 minutes. That's a leader right there. So, even though he didn't win, they went out valiantly. I'm not a Knicks fan. I don't care for the Knicks. I like RJ Barrett being aggressive. That's what I like. Okay, let's continue. Brogdon at 78. I'd make another rule. One of Brogdon and Halliburton, not both. They both kind of do some of the same things, but Brogdon I think is more scoring dependent, and Halliburton is more pass first. Jordan Poole. I don't really like Golden State without Curry. They kind of took a little minute. Poole took a minute to get going today. Now they're playing Miami. Even though they're in play, I'm good. You know, I'm good on that. I'm good on Golden State for now. Russell, Hero, Payne in play. Max, he's in play. Brandon Williams, his price is getting up there, but he's been producing. If you have Maxey with no Embiid, I like Maxey. If Embiid is playing, then I probably like Brandon Williams. But listen, just have multiple lineups, 5%. That's all I can tell you. They're in play. Cole Anthony's in play. He started off hot and fizzled out as usual. Clarkson's pricey. They're playing Boston. That's going to be a tough matchup. Dinwiddie. Listen, you can't play my bad. Luke is out. Dinwiddie's in play. Dinwiddie and Brunson's in play. Luke is out. That's correct. Okay, I got it. Kyle Lowry looks like he's back to joining us. 7 for 13. Look, he's playing ball again. I don't know if this is going to hold up. If he's going to keep shooting 13 shots, then he's playable. He's 6,400. If he's aggressive, it's a great price. If he goes out there and bullshits for 48 minutes, then you lose. So, good luck. Good luck figuring out if Larry's a good player or not. Marcus Smart, if he plays, he's okay. Porter Jr., if there's no Randall, Burks is in play. Keep in mind, I'm making this video roughly 10 p.m., 10:30 p.m. East Coast times. A lot of the injuries aren't transferred over to the next day. I'm only telling you from what I can see. So if by the time you watch a video and somebody's injured or not injured, please don't get all crazy. It's just a matter of when I'm recording. I know most of you figured that out, but there's still some people that are a little bit slow. So I have to break everything down and explain everything so that everyone's on the same page, because I know how it is on the internet. If you think that there's a misunderstanding, then it's like, oh my God, you should know this. As of right now, I'm telling you from what I can see. All right, so everybody, take a breath and keep in mind when I'm recording this video. So Conley is fine at 58, but it's a tough matchup. But it's still Conley. Conley could pay that off. Jalen Green, Quickly's in play. If I'm not mistaken, Quickly closed this game tonight with Fournier on the bench. I will have to double check that. I'm telling you that from what I can see following the games, but I will have to rewatch the game and see who's actually was in the closing lineup. Monks. I still can't play Monk. Nothing here from his last 5 games shows us any reason to play him. So that just goes along with what I said. You can't play him next to Westbrook. Let's continue. If Smart is back, you can't play White. Davion Mitchell. Fox is back. No Mitchell for me. Not at 50. Listen, when you're playing 5K and better, these people got to start, and they got to be like a third option. They can't be 4th, 5th options at 5K. Look at Fournier today. He was 50-something hundred. He scored like 21 fantasy points, something like that, and he was a failure. Your 5K players got to give you 30 fantasy points. This is NBA fantasy. This is NBA DFS 2022. We're not in 2004. We're not in 2010. We gotta. What's that word? You gotta You gotta adapt. You gotta adapt. You gotta evolve. You gotta evolve. You gotta think. You gotta think outside the box. You gotta figure out ways to get more points out of your spots. You can't play the same way you play every day and expect a different result. Because if you're not a winning player and if you're not winning 2-3 nights, something is wrong. You gotta change how you look at how you play. I changed the way I look at things every week. You know what I'm saying? And I keep what works. And it's an evolving art. You know what I'm saying? There's no, oh my God, you're gonna figure out how to win NBA DFS and that's it. That's not how it works. Every day things change. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta be able to adapt and evolve with it, or not even eat you alive. You're gonna lose all your money. You can't be playing 5K players that are gonna give you 20 to 25 fantasy points. Because if you play a 5K player and they give you 25, 23, 24 fantasy points, guess what? Early night. Don't let the bed bug bite. You feel me? That's not. We gotta change. You gotta change how you play. That's why I mentioned Quickly in the closing lineup, because he's 5,600. If he's coming off the bench and he's getting his regular rotations, that's fine. But if he's closing, that's a different story. That's a different story. You understand what I'm saying? Okay, let's continue. Draymond is in play as long as he starts. Dragic, no thank you. NAW, no thank you. D-Lawrence, no thank you. Everybody else, it's an 11-game slate. I'm not playing them. Unless some news comes out and one of them is starting for some reason, nah, I'm good. Let's continue. Cunningham's in play at 87, believe it or not. Brown hasn't done anything extraordinary. Like 80, 200, and 40 fantasy points means nothing. That's 5 times value. That's nothing. That's not winning. That's not winning points. 30, 38, 34. That's not winning points. So Jaylen Brown is off the table. Jason Tatum got a little bit better and left Jaylen Brown sitting at the kiddies table. That's what happened. Don't be surprised if Jaylen Brown asks for a trade next year or one of these, because they're not equals. Beginning of the year, yeah, they were looking like equals. Jaylen Brown got hurt. He was out for some time. Tatum took it to another gear. So that's that. I'm not paying 82 for Brown. I'd rather pay 81 for Rozier. $46, $48, $30, $37, $25. I still prefer Rozier because Rozier doesn't give a shit who's next to him. He's gonna get his shots. He don't care about who you are, what you are. If you're LaMelo Ball, Lonzo Ball, Blue Balls, it doesn't matter. He's gonna take his shots. So I prefer Rozier over Brown, even though I think Brown is a little bit a better overall player. But I like Rozier's aggressiveness and I like his matchup. Clay, I'm off of Clay. Completely faded him. I don't care. Until he shows me he's back, I'm not paying 81 for him. I need 48 fantasy points out of my 8K player minimum. Hill's alright. Anthony Edwards, Russell, you don't know which one we're gonna go off. Good luck. Desmond Baines in play. Bogdanovich off the bench against Detroit. If you want to play him, play him. Alec Burks showed up tonight. No Randall. Oladipo, no thanks. Herter, I guess. Vassell. Brooks is in play. Fournier, depending on how the day shapes out tomorrow, I might give him another chance, but he's at the bottom of my player pool, like absolute bottom of it. One of these guys will start. Somebody in this 5K range will start for somebody, and then they'll be a value. So there's no need to force the issue. Right now, they're not in the player pool. They're on the outside looking in. When something happens, they'll be in the inside looking out. And that's just how fantasy is. It's a waiting game. It's a patient game. Pick the play. Find out what you like. Get a taste of the slate. See who stands out for you, and then just pick your spots. You ever watch National Geographic when the jaguar just sits in the bushes and sits in the bushes and sits in the bushes, and then when he sees the gazelle going for water, then he pounces on it? That's how you got to be in NBA DFS. Be patient. No need to make your lineup in the morning. No need to make your lineup 12 hours before lock. For what? You don't have all your information. Relax. Make a dummy lineup. Go on with your day. Sit tight. And then once an hour and a half, an hour before lock starts getting there, your phone's going to bing, bing, bing. This person out. That person out. This person limited. This person will start. And then you start to formulate your lineup. That's how it goes. If you're doing anything other than that, you lose. Let's continue. Barrett, right back to him. If there's no Randall. Bridges is in play. Hill's in play. Sadiq Bey, my man, in play. Sadiq Bey is no elite player or anything. He just always shoots. So don't. I said my man. Don't get it twisted. I like him. He's gonna shoot every slate. He does not care. Andrew Wiggins is in play. They're gonna need him if they're gonna win this game. They're gonna need his all-around attributes if they're gonna win this game. So Wiggins is in play. Bruce Brown went off the other day. I'm still not playing him. Mikal Bridges isn't play against Minnesota. They should have him. They should have him guarding the wings because Minnesota's a good. What I've been saying about Minnesota. You guys listening about Minnesota? Look at that. Look at their record. Look at their standings. And look at their win streak. Winslow's in play. I've been off of Curry since he was injured a couple weeks ago. He's still not right. He leaves every game. He leaves every game hurt. So why play him? Wagner's in play. Brissett, Harrison Barnes, Finney Smith. If you want to pay $55 for somebody, play the small forwards. Povacheski, 54. He's fine. Hunter, Crowder, they're fine. I'm good on everybody else unless there's a reason to play him. Right now, there's no reason to play him. LeBron James, 11-6. He's a lock. Durant, if you're playing one of him or Kyrie, then you can. He might go off. He might not. Tatum, 10-1. Price where he's supposed to be. Not sure if Randall's going to be out because it still is Tuesday night, so we'll tackle this during the day. Wendell Carter, another guy stepping up, taking it to another level. 41, 48, 36, 59, plus whatever he did tonight. Wendell Carter's for real. 84. It's a big number, but he deserves it. Jeremy Grant is back, 73. He's fine. Watford, believe it or not, is in play. No Tobias Harris. For me, he's been that bad with the new look Philly. Draymond is absolute dog shit with no Curry on the court, but nobody's gonna say that out loud. Kelvin Johnson is absolutely in play. Marvin Bagley. Well, Grant is back, so maybe Bagley off the bench. He's a little priced up, but not the worst play in the world. Jaylen Smith coming off the bench, priced up. Not the worst play in the world. 28, 38, 28, 31, 25 off the bench. Those are fantasy. That's why when they're bench players and they're priced up for a reason. Horford's alright, playing a lot better. Baisley and Roby started. You never know which one of the two are gonna go off. Last time it was Baisley. It might be Roby. You're only playing Roby because he's a little bit cheaper, but Baisley's a decent play, especially against Orlando. Roby's 5K. They're both in play. I favor Bagley, but Roby can go off. And let's jump to center. Embiid, if he plays, if you get enough value and you find a way to stack Embiid and Braun in one lineup, that'd be amazing. If you want to play Towns, I think they're realizing that they have a good team. They should play a lot better, like as far as like more confident. So Embiid, Towns in play. Christian Wood's in play. Bam's in play. Gobert. I prefer Wood. You know, Bam has Lowry, Butler, Hero, so I prefer Wood. Gobert is hit or miss. Gobert is very hit or miss. He's a good play though. Ayton, he's alright. Capella, dog shit. He might have a good game against Detroit, but he's not consistent. He's not reliable. Bobby Williams. If Bobby Williams sits, it's Al Horford night. Pirtle, he should have his way with Portland, but you know, he does play for San Antonio. You know what that means. Eubanks been hit or miss. He's now 6K. Steven Adams. I like Steven Adams in an important game. He should play minutes. They should need him with no Morant. Drummond isn't going to get the minutes that we need him to have. And Mobamba's trash. You go back to Mitch Robinson if you want. And whoever's starting for Sabonis, you can go to them. Trey Lyles played 33 minutes last couple games. He's not taking a whole lot of shots, but he's getting stocks, blocks, and steals and rebounds. So at 5,500, Trey Lyles is not the worst play in the world, but it's a risk. I think that's about it. I never usually go this deep into the center, but it's 11 games, so I know I'm not able to do that, so let me not do it. Wood, Houston, Wood, Pirtle, Harden, my man Mr. Barrett with no Randall, Decisions. Anthony Edwards is too cheap, but that team is so good you don't know who's going to go off. At least with RJ Barrett, I know who's going to be doing what if there's no Randall. So if Morant is not playing, okay, he's not playing. So Tyus Jones, I like Bane or Brooks. So I'll probably play, if you want to play two of the Grizzlies instead of like 3 or 4. I'd probably play 2. Maybe Tyus Jones and Brooks. Maybe Bane and Brooks. I guess you could, switch them out however you feel, whatever your gut tells you to do. This is just my preliminary thoughts, first look. Just in case somebody's watching this video at 3 o'clock in the afternoon and they're like, oh my god, you like Bane? Listen, I'm making this video at 10 p.m. at night so that everybody can get a head start on this slate. So, just bear with me. But yeah, Tyus Jones should start. Bane should be good. There's no Randall. RJ Barrett should lead the team. LeBron James is going for a scoring title. And Jacob Poeltl has a nice matchup in Portland. So that should be solid. If you're new here, welcome. We break down these NBA slates every single day, every single night, and thank you for being here. 11-game slate, trying to break it down as best as I can so we all understand what's happening. And I would also appreciate if you didn't get a chance to do so, if you would kindly subscribe, hit the bell, thumbs up the video. That lets YouTube know that my content is fire. And last but not least, even though it is the end of the month, I I should let you know that I do offer a Patreon, which is linked in the description. And basically all it is it's me doing, watching videos, replaying videos, doing all the research, waiting for injury news, waiting for starting lineups, or as much of them as I can, and then making up-to-date lineups and sending them out. And I've been sending out multiple lineups, so that way the player pool's been expanded, and that way everybody has a little bit of variety. And I think that's been working out well, because you can't really play one lineup in today's climate. So I've been sending out multiple lineups: Super Draft, Fanduel, DraftKings. Most of the Patreons, they take from the player pool and they build their own lineups, but there are lineups there if needed. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes people work late. Sometimes people got to get their kids. Sometimes people got to make dinner. Life things, and they don't have time to be doing all this NBA BS. So that's what I do. So that's all it is. So if you're interested in that, links in the description. If you don't want to sign up towards the end of the month, I do offer a day pass and a week pass. That's about it. So we could jump into Fanduel. Pricing should be a little bit softer as usual. So let's see. Kyrie at 10-4. He's fine. Remember the rule: pick one or the other. You want to play both? One of them might not go off. Your night is over early. Night. See you later. Murray 10K. He's fine. Young is fine. Fox 9. If he doesn't play, you know what to do. Davion Mitchell. LaMelo looks good. Donovan Mitchell is still underpriced. Every time he's like under 85, I lock him in. It's not even a question. It's like automatic. I don't understand how you price him at 84. Cade Cunningham looks good. He is an 8K player. Westbrook. If Westbrook was 66, I'd play him, but they put him back to 82. He's had 3 good games in a row. Maybe they found the secret sauce. Maybe they didn't. Still no need to pay 82 for him, because he's not going to give you 40, 10, and 10. So it doesn't really matter if you play him or not. You can get the same production out of someone else. Halliburton, if he plays, he's fine. I love Rozier. Jordan Poole against Miami, I think I'm good. Brogdon looks great. Brandon Williams is okay. Campaign is okay. Dinwiddie looks great for not having Luka. Marcus Smart is a little pricey. Trey Mann is alright. He usually performs. Jordan Clarkson is a little pricey. Porter's fine. D'Angelo Russell is priced appropriately. Jalen Green is okay. No Seth for me. Conley's fine. Maxey, I would rather have with no Embiid. Derek White, a little pricey. Lowry looks good, despite everybody healthy. Cole Anthony, once again, you could go back to him. Beverly is okay. Brunson looks amazing with no Luka. Actually might be the play tonight on Fanduel. Emmanuel Quickly is in play, especially if he did close this last game. Got to double check that. Shake Milton. No Shake Milton tonight. Alec Burks is in play. DeAnthony Melton is in play. No Chris Dunn for me. He doesn't shoot enough. And Tyus Jones. Tyus Jones is in play. And we have enough value to keep it pushing. Okay, Harden's in play. Booker's in play. Hero is pricey with everybody being healthy. Good luck with that. Anthony Edwards looks great. RJ Barrett looks amazing. Jaylen Brown is priced appropriately on Fanduel. Klay Thompson is priced fine. If he doesn't show up this game, Klay Thompson is done. I'm sorry. Desmond Bane looks great. Campaign is fine. No Bruce Brown. Buddy Hield looks good for the minutes. Bogdan is priced appropriately. Vassell is fine. Still no Monk at 5,100. Fournier is fine. One last chance. Alec Burks is fine. Dylan Brooks looks amazing. No NAW, no Josh Richardson. If Austin Reeves was 3,700, then maybe I say 1%, but no. And I think that's it. And no DiVincenzo. Fox in or out. If he's coming off the bench, leave him where he is. There's no real need to play anybody else down here. Maybe Aaron Wiggins if you want to take a shot, but no need to really dig in the trash. When you dig in the trash, you'll find what you're looking for. Braun, Durant, Tatum in play. It's been hard to play Tatum with Braun being on this surge that he's been on, but Tatum's absolutely a stud. If Butler is out, all those Miami guys look amazing. Kyle Lowry looks amazing if Butler is out. Bridges is fine. Sadiq Bey, looks like everyone is healthy, so play him at your own risk. Barrett, we spoke about him. Yep. Keldon Johnson is fine. Bridges, fine. Wiggins, fine. Tobias, no. I'm done with him. Brissett is fine. Winslow is fine. Hunter is fine. Minnesota's healthy. You can't play Taurean Prince. Jay Crowder. Kuminga's not going to get enough minutes. Finney Smith without Luka at 4,400 should be alright. I don't think you need to go any lower. I know people like really, being cute on types of people, but I keep my play. What's the first thing I said when I started this video? Play pool, keep it tight. You know what I'm saying? Bam, if there's no Butler. Wendell Carter looks great on Fanduel. Jaren Jackson. Jeremy Grant. Watford. Powaczewski if he starts. If Bobby Williams starts, he's a good play, but if he's not feeling well, be careful, because he go in the locker room, he don't come back, and you know that. Just be careful. Bagley looks great at 54. Brandon Clark is a thing. PJ Washington, Trey Lyles. I think that's it. You want to use a power forward spot on Kevin Looney? Have at it. If you use the center spot on Kevin Looney, you probably finish. Embiid, Cat, if he plays. Gobert is fine. Ayton is fine. I'm off of Capella. Pirtle is fine. Mitchell is even fine. Steven Adams looks great at 55. That's about it. Alright, let's get this video going. You know what? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Back to Tyus Jones. Do a little Dylan Brooks. Get our value out the way. Barrett. Braun. Embiid. That's what stands out to me on this slate. So listen, video's a little bit long. It was an 11-game slate. We had to do what we had to do. The video's over. Thank you for being here. Hope you guys played RJ Barrett. Hope you guys are profitable tonight. I think that's about it. Don't forget, on your way out, don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell, thumbs up, and I'll see you shortly with a Yahoo video. Alright? So I'll talk to you guys later. Ciao.